Na-try nyo na ba yung point sa buhay nyo wherein you felt dahil kinurot mo ako, di ba? As young children that we are, kapag kinurot ka nung kapatid mo, gusto mo gumanti. Pag sinuntok ka, di ba, may lokohan pa kami before. Oh, sige, suntukin mo ako, 8 ganti, sige, 8 ganti. Ibig sabihin pala, 8 yung ganti. And it's natural to us. Whatever I've experienced, I will let you experience as well. Today, in Banig, we're gonna be talking about the legacy test. Today in Banig, we're going to be talking about the legacy test. Now, we are going to talk about Isaac and kung paanong his past, not actually his past, but his father's past defined his future. Paano nangyari yon? Let me bring to you the story of Isaac found in Genesis 26 verse 9. So Abimelech summoned Isaac and said, "She is really your wife. Why did you say she is my sister?" Today we're going to be talking about this sin, this trickery. Paano trickery ba tawag doon? This pandadaya na ginawa ni Isaac and how we can see na hindi talaga to actually nag-start kay Isaac but from his father. As we have our discussion, kindly share. Meron ba sa buhay niyo times na actually ito'y bagay na kinalakihan ko na to, Brother Jonas? Talagang nasanay na ako na ganito talaga usually nangyayari. Sa family ko, ito na yung naging training sa amin. Hindi mo ako masisisi kung nagkakaganito ako. Have you ever had that experience? And for the people that have groups and teams, kindly discuss this. We would be showing discussions below. Now, we're going to be talking about dun sa story ni Isaac. When we're talking about the legacy test, there are two things na kailangan natin i-differentiate. Una, our test related to the family legacy comes in two forms. Ano yung two forms na yun? Will we follow the honorable patterns left to us by our families? Sa story ni Isaac, we have read na sabi doon ni God, "Because your father had faith in me and followed me, I will bless you according to such." God had a covenant kay Abraham and itong covenant na ito is also passed on kay Isaac. The second was, will we have courage to change the harmful or destructive characters or experiences ng ating father? We have read doon sa story wherein if we would look on the Bible, this story didn't happen once. It is not an isolated scenario sa buhay ni Isaac. This happened twice sa buhay ni Abraham. Una, kay Pharaoh. If you would look back sa Genesis 12, looking back, pag magpa-flashback tayo, in Genesis 12, Abraham was scared and she said to his wife Sarah, maybe baka patayin nila ako pag nalaman nilang husband mo ko kasi maganda ka eh. And okay lang ba na sabihin ko kapatid kita eh? And pag ginuha ka ni Pharaoh, baka patayin nila ako. So, pag nag-usap tayo ng magkapatid, this would work. And another scenario in Genesis 12 na nangyari naman ito, in another man named Abimelech. So, una sa Genesis 12 and then sa Genesis 20 pala yun, kay Abimelech. Now, you see, this scenario isn't an isolated case. This happened from his generation, Abraham's generation, to Isaac's generation. Now, what does it teach us? Can we have the courage to change yung experiences natin? Can we have the courage to stand up and say, oo, na-experience ko to sa family ko, but I am willing to change it in the experience of others? Because friends, sabi doon, there are two ways. Sa psychology, there are two things na kailangan tayo consider. Una, yung nature. Talagang ganun ako pinanganak eh. Talagang ganun yung biological ganun yung mindset ko. And also the nurture part, which is, yun yung, dun ako ni-nurture, dun ako pinalaki sa ganung idea. Friends, we have two decisions. Whether we would lean on to that, or we would lean on. Pero Jonas, paano yun? Yun na yung kinalakihan ko, yun na yung nakita ko nung bata pa lamang ako. Yun na yung basis ng aking growth, personality, and ganito. How can you say na pwede yun mabago? Those already has been my habits, nasanay na ako sa ganun. Friends, let me tell you, na you cannot simply isolate your life doon sa generations from where you came from. Because your roots, if we would dig deeper, that's deep, oo, yan yung pinanggalingan mo. But if we would dig deeper, we can see that our roots are from God. And your roots came from a loving God, a merciful God, a God who is compassionate and is willing to save. And if titingnan natin yung roots natin na yun, if we would consider those roots na meron tayo, it gives you another background of who you are, another history of who you are. And your job, my mission, your mission, is to experience and realize that we were called to be like that, to return to that. And your Father in heaven is that kind of God. So sana it would bring us to a realization, a challenge sa moment na ito. Kindly reconsider sa buhay niyo, what are the times that you felt, alam ko mali ito pero nasanay na kasi ako ng ganito eh. Or alam ko mali ito pero ito yung nakita ko sa father ko nung pinapalaki niya yung mga anak niya and I want to do the same. Or sa mother ko and I want to do the same. Have you had that idea? And kindly embrace that na oo, nangyari yun. But God is reminding me at this moment, you have a different upbringing. But I am your roots. God is your root, friends. And if you would consider God's character, you can surpass that experience in your life. Again, good day.